always have this Hollywood dreams. If I have this connection with you, can you make me famous?
Yeah.
Life is like my mom. Wow!
I think you'd make
I think
a
I
great
can.
actor. I think you could.
艾儿莎。Hello， 大家好，我在。Hello， 大家好，我是艾尔莎。今天终于邀请到了我的好朋友的朋友介绍，其实就是我好朋友的老公啦，可以讲吗？
可以啊。
然后呢，他真的非常厉害，因为我每一次就是在听我朋友在介绍她老公的时候，还有一些事迹，其实我真的觉得非常 impressive。然后好不容易他可以来到台湾，所以我们就趁这一次要采访他。但是我想要先请大家跟我的爱宝们说一下 Hi Remy，can you say hi to my followers？
我是 Remy， 你好，一宝。
爱宝。
爱宝。
因为我刚刚练了很久，就他逼他那个讲，然后我跟他讲，我的粉丝是很重要的一种台湾人类，然后那些人类叫爱宝。
Should I say again?
Yeah, say again.
Okay. 我是 Remy， 你好，爱宝。
耶，很棒。OK， 那我们就是来认真来开始问这个人，可以现在33岁，然后就这么成功，他的心法还有方法到底是什么 ？So Remy, can you tell us how much you earn now? 等一下 ，No. Joking. You really want to share?
I don't think I can share. I have to ask my team.
Your team is your brother, right?
Yeah.
Too many secret， 可以理解。刚刚那句话吓到他。好了，我们来正式进入正题，不要再闹人家了。好 ，So like you mentioned that from your story that you have your very first gift from your parents, which is a camera.
That's right.
And that's not even a fancy one, but that changed your life totally, right?
It was the beginning of something that I at the time I didn't know was going to be my career. My very first camera was a digital camera, only 1 megapixel, and my parents gave it to me because they thought I could fail at taking photos as many times as I want. When I was a kid, I would love to just take the disposable camera and just take pictures of random things. And at first, when I was a kid, I was not good at photos at all. But they wanted to inspire me to become better, and that's why they gave me a digital camera so I can take as many photos as I want without wasting film stock.
Okay, but when you went to college, you study in computer science.
Computer science, yeah. I was still doing some photography at the time in college, but people were telling me that I should maybe focus on photography.
Yeah.
And I had a hard time with computers and software compared to other very talented people in my class that just had a gift for software. And I feel like I didn't necessarily have a gift for computers. I was doing an internship in cybersecurity. Some of my colleagues were seeing my work, my video work and my photography work, and they all look at me like, what are you doing in
Here.
computer science? Yeah. But then there was one video that we did in college that got us noticed by a big producer.
Okay, so what's that video?
In 2010, there was a revolution in cameras. The DSLRs, the cameras that are actually filming me now, the first ones for the first time could film video. The cameras.
Okay.
Because before that, it was only the camcorder you would hold like this, and you had no depth of field, like the blur.
It's like something like V8 是 V8 吗？他讲是 V8 对不对？哦 ，OK.
So for the first time, you could use a real camera, like a photo camera, and change lens, but also film video.
Okay.
And that changed everything about the industry because now like young videographers could have Hollywood look. So my brother and I, we saw that opportunity and we started to film the sports teams in my college, especially the rowing team. We went out on the water with the rowing team, so I was on a boat filming the crew team, and we just, for fun, we put that video together and we posted on YouTube, just for fun. And a few months later, while I was at that internship, we get an email from Disney Studios.
Wow.
And at first, my brother thought that it was not real. But since I was studying computers, I saw the IP address.
Oh, okay.
And I saw that it was really from Disney Studios. And when we look up on Wikipedia, Don Hahn, he is the producer of The Lion King, of Beauty and the Beast, of some of our favorite childhood movies.
Oh my God, Lion King， 这就是我的最爱。然后他在他的人生一开始放了一个简单的小 video 在学校，然后竟然就真的被一个迪士尼的 producer 看到了，而且他是一个很有名的 producer. So did you really meet this guy, Don Hahn?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So he was working on a movie, on a documentary on rowing. At the time, there wasn't any documentaries out there on rowing, and there wasn't a lot of videos of good quality on YouTube. This was back, 2010. We had a 30-second video which he thought was inspiring because of the music and the pacing and everything. And he said, if you guys are in LA, I'd love to meet you. And so Andrew and I were on the East Coast, and so we basically book our flights to LA. Oh yeah, we're going to stop by LA to visit some family. We made up an excuse to meet him.
Yeah.
And to be honest, at the time we didn't even know what a producer did.
Okay.
We didn't even know what a producer like him does. Like, what is his responsibility? So we were so new to the industry. I remember overnight we tried to make a website to make ourselves feel more like established.
Did you really make a website?
Yeah.
Wow, okay.
We tried. I mean, we tried. We really didn't have a lot of experience. We were trying to make ourselves feel like real filmmakers, but we were not.
Yeah.
So when we met him in LA, he saw us and he saw that we were just two young boys, like just discovering the film industry. But he actually really inspired us because he invited us to go all around the Disney studios.
Wow.
And in the studios, they were actually working on Pirates of the Caribbean, the big studio lot, and we got so excited about our future in Hollywood. When you're working with tiny cameras and then you walk around and you see big cameras, big lights, big crews, famous actors, it makes you dream.
Wow.
And so after that, we decided, okay, we're gonna give this a shot. And Don told us, I don't know what you guys are doing with your lives right now, but you guys should give this a shot.
Wow.
And
that totally changed your lives, right?
That did change my life.
And then after you leave the studio, like, what's the first thing you guys do?
So we were looking for ways to make a little bit of money because we were broke. We didn't have much money, and we were trying to survive a little bit because if we both quit our job, we wouldn't have any income.
Yeah.
So we were actually looking into commercials, these commercial competitions, and we were looking for opportunities for us to show our work and for brands to buy our commercials.
Okay.
So at the time, there were these companies that would organize these competitions, and you could shoot your video and then send it to the competition, and maybe if you're good, you would win a prize money. I remember we did win a few competitions, and we were able to make a little bit of money. But more importantly, we were building our skills. By doing work for free, we were building our reputation, we were building our skills, we were finding our voice, finding our style, and after 6 months to 1 year, we were invited to do a commercial for the Super Bowl.
Okay.
With a celebrity, a big celebrity, John Stamos. And that was a real change in professional filmmaking because we were going from little cameras to big cameras, big crews, very suddenly. Like, it happened so fast. After that, we got into the professional filmmaking with high-end cameras, high-end crew members, and we decided that we wanted to start our own company, my brother and I. And it wasn't easy because there's a lot of other companies out there. So we had to, at the same time, build a company, but also keep our style, our voice as artists. And as you know, being an artist and also entrepreneur is a little bit difficult sometimes.
Yeah. What's the main thing that you can be so successful in this short time?
The main thing that we did was we had a very clear vision for where we wanted, like who we wanted to be and where we wanted to go. And I think keeping that clear vision and keeping the hard work as always pushing yourself as hard as you can towards your vision was what I think separated us from a lot of people. And sometimes it's hard because you do want to give up. There's so much competition out there. You can always find somebody better
or cheaper
than you. But Andrew and I had a very clear vision of being, brother directors and writer directors. So in that sense, we felt very blessed, and it was fairly easy to make decisions on like yes or no opportunities. But I do, I do recognize that sometimes we said yes to too many opportunities. So it took a lot longer for us to get to where we want to be because we were just saying yes to all the jobs.
Okay. So I know you have this video called Valentine.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day. 那个是他们自己花很多钱自己去做. So you guys pay for everything yourself to create this video. For what?
So in order for a filmmaker to become, to earn the trust to make a real film, we need, we needed a short film, something shorter that can show that we're capable of directing bigger films, bigger budgets, better actors, and every filmmaker I think has to go through the process of making a short film. And we had this idea of this love story, but it was in reverse, and it was all in slow motion, and it was all one camera shot. No editing, no cuts.
Wow.
And we thought it would be easy to do, but
it's not.
It's not easy. It's not easy. We thought when we wrote the script, we thought we could do it in 3 months, maybe. But it took us 2.5 years.
2.5 years?
Yeah.
But this period of time, did you like get another client?
Yeah,
you
a
still?
lot.
Okay.
So 2.5 years, obviously we had to make money, we had to work a lot. But in those 2.5 years, we learned how to stay disciplined, we learned how to work on projects, basically learn how to teach ourselves filmmaking. So we always say that Happy Valentine's Day was our film school.
Wow.
Yeah.
I noticed that every time when you mention your work or something you learn, you always learn from your work. Yeah, like different from like normally people learn from school, learn from something, but you learn from your work. I think it's very amazing. So like in this Valentine video, you have a lot of 3D and 特效。特效英文是什么？After Effect。好，反正就特效。大家怎样？不要在这边笑我英文。但总之，没人在笑，我自己太尴尬。总之 ，so all the skill you learn from yourself, you self-study or something.
Yeah, I think YouTube is the best professor.
No, like I watch a lot. I don't understand at all. Like, but you just watch video, YouTube.
Yeah, you have so much information. People who share tutorials on YouTube of how to make this, how to make that, and every time we didn't know how to do something, we would go on YouTube and look for something similar, how to color the film, how to edit the sound or things like that. And I think it played like research on Google, having that skill is also very important because you can find, I think Google and the internet is the new school for the world because everybody's sharing information and not one person can hold all the information that somebody needs. So we learn everything, almost everything from Google and YouTube.
Wow. So okay, so after this Valentine's video, then what's the next video?
There's two sides of my business. One is the commercials, advertising, and then the other side is our journey into making films. Happy Valentine's Day is part of our journey of making films. It wasn't for profit. We didn't make any money off of it. It was a piece of art that we had, an expression that we wanted to get out. But our next film is currently in post-production right now, and it's called Memo.
Okay.
And it feels more like a pilot for a TV show.
Okay. So this memo is more like your ideal artwork for yourself, right?
Yeah.
But just from my curiosity lah, from my curiosity lah, have you ever in this 2 or 3 years, have you ever get another very big clients or famous clients, or very Lady Gaga scale?
Not yet, but we're very proud of our journey of starting with very, very small budget, sometimes no budget at all.
因为他一直在讲到钱的时候，他是一个很谨慎，还有不喜欢浮夸的人，所以他一直想要告诉大家说，不是那个钱就代表你的 level 或是你的 level of achievement， 应该是你有多忠于自己的那种内心的东西，所以还有你多想要表达这个 artwork。我觉得这是他们在这个影视界还没有烂掉，是不是很多烂掉的一些影视圈的人，反正他们就是花很大钱，然后觉得自己很拽，可惜内容超烂。对不对？我觉得大家真的不能这样，所以我们一定要拉回初衷，像他们这样，真的是把自己的艺术精神和理念放进去他们的那个在做的事情，就算需要 struggle， 从中间去可能要赚钱，然后可能有时候要跟现实低头，但他还是谨记自己的这个身上的使命。所以我最后一个想要再问 Remy 说 ，So if I want to ask you 3 opinion or some very main point that people want to get into this industry. What should they prepare?
I think filmmakers that are starting in this industry, they need to have a vision for themselves. Because there's so many videographers, there's so many filmmakers out there, and I think a lot of them are just copying other filmmakers, or they're trying to do what they've already seen. But if beginner filmmakers have a vision for their own style, they have an idea, or they have a type of art that they want to show the world, and it's unique, and I think finding that is the most important. My brother and I were always knew we wanted to be the new Nolan brothers, Christopher Nolan, and his brother Jonathan Nolan. They're a big inspiration for us because of their style, and when we saw their movies, we made our identity. We wanted to be more like them, but with something a little bit different.
Okay.
And that vision is, I think filmmakers should find their own vision, their own voice, if they want to be successful in this industry.
What's the most difficult part in your whole career in this industry?
And I think as a filmmaker, sometimes I have to deal with spending a lot of time on something that maybe is not worth it. Having that feeling that maybe there's other more important things in the world to do than to tell a story. Sometimes I want to stop my job and go help people, rather than focus on making money for other companies or telling my story.
But you own this company with your brother, right?
Yes.
I thought that's the answer. The most difficult part.
No, actually, it's a.
Too real, because from my experience, partnership is always the most difficult thing.
Yes, it's not the most difficult, but it's hard sometimes.
If I have this connection with you, can you make me famous?
Yeah. No, I'm just kidding.
他真傻眼。Like, but how do you like judge? How do you know if this person can be a good actor or not? Because it's your skill to like pick one, right, for your film.
Casting is a very tricky art because I think there's a lot of skill but also a lot of luck in finding people that are right for the role. So the first thing, it depends on the project. Sometimes you need an actor that can have every emotion and that really knows how to access those emotions.
Okay.
Very quickly, especially when you're commercials, you need an actor to feel sad. You need an actor that can mentally become sad. Not just look sad, but mentally go to a dark memory and be sad very quickly, like this. And those are the best actors that can have like a library of memories, a library of emotions that they can transform.
真的讲出一个真正的导游 ，but oh wow, because I always have these Hollywood dreams. So like, can you guess like okay?
But
so then
I think you'd make
I think
a great
I can.
actor. I think you could.
Yeah. Okay, then can you guess? Okay, 我现在想要来认真表一个演，然后给 Remy 猜。Can you guess which actor I'm like performing now? I'm starting now.
Okay.
Can you?
Okay, I'll guess.
Okay.
I'll guess.
嗡嗡嗡，嗡嗡嗡。
Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah! Wow! Next one. Yeah, wait. I didn't do any rehearse, no, you know?
Yeah.
Okay. Life is like a box of chocolate.
Where's
My
that?
mom. Wow! 哎，我很厉害。Okay, next. 那怎么样？爸爸 Wow, you're so good. No, not you're good, but I'm the best.
Yeah.
OK 啦，所以我觉得呢，雷米呢，他在讲所有他自己的过程里面，其实他非常的谦虚。那我们其实会放很多的连接，让大家一个一个去观赏他们的作品。其实他们的官网做的非常精美，然后里面的每一个影片大家都可以慢慢去品尝，因为都跟刚刚雷米讲的一样，都包含他们所有的心血，还有每一个商业跟艺术中间挣扎过后，他们还是保留了一点点的纯净在这个影片里面，这都是可以被看到的，然后也可以看到接下来他们未来的轨迹会走向哪。我觉得都是一个很年轻的小朋友们，从11岁拿到他的第一个相机，开始了这个萌芽这个小种子，到现在33岁了。他们接下来人生，我觉得应该会继续发光发热。如果他们再更红的话，我应该就更能进军好莱坞，有吗？没有
Not
sure 但不管怎么样呢，艾尔莎接下来一定会想办法再去采访我身边各种的神人，让这个系列的 Success Map 可以一直持续，然后持续帮助到大家，也分享我身边神人教会我事给大家。欢迎大家继续订阅艾尔莎的频道，我真的想要去好莱坞，求求